April. This is Plugged In.
Hey, look at that.
We are live.
We're right there. Right
there we are. Yes. Welcome in, everybody. Episode 27, Plugged In with Mike and April.
How did we get to 27?
We worked really hard. Super, super hard. That's how we get there.
You know, we went back and actually looked at the first one we did, the second one we did, the third, I think through 10. And there was a lot of them that were pretty hideous. I'm hoping that this one isn't hideous.
I wouldn't say they were hideous. You can definitely tell that we have progressed to a new level and have learned a lot within the first 11 episodes, 100%, right?
The things I thought I knew that I didn't know. Yeah, we've learned quite a bit, and we've advanced in spending as well with the equipment.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Well, let's say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Looks like we have little Dutchie in the house, and we got Sean S. is watching
from the plane.
From a plane, he's getting ready to land.
Hope he's not flying.
We got Bradley Jones and Lisa. Lisa is here as well. Welcome in, and Kelly Bell, Scott Nightingale. Mike, you have an awesome studio. Thank you, guys. I worked really hard on that today.
So before we get going,
yes, tell them.
We've got the new studio blues. I had April's where I thought it was perfect, and there was obviously some stuff I wanted to add and do, and then we moved into this one, and she wanted me to start joining her, and then which meant that I needed to buy all new equipment for me. So I bought a new mic, new lighting, trying to get everything in here to where we're not echoing and cross-talking. And I think we may have it. We spent the entire week messing with this thing, and then April did all this stuff. So, yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
She did a great job.
Scott says it looks great. Great job, April.
So how is the sound, guys?
Welcome in, Tracy.
Do we sound even?
Bradley Jones. Sorry, baby.
No, you're fine. No. Well, you talk a little bit. I'll talk a little bit. Do we sound even?
Hello, everybody. Welcome in, Shelley McBay. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I really had a lot of fun decorating behind you today. Sounds great. Sounds good, and Scott Nightingale says. Hopefully it sounds better than it did last week. I was a little low, and I think you were a little high.
I was a little embarrassed after we watched it. I was like, oh, my gosh.
We're learning.
But I had no way of telling.
Welcome in, Gambling Granny. Thank you for joining us.
Gambling Granny will be with us on the 17th. Is that right?
Yes, September 17th. Gambling Granny will be joining us on our show. That is going to be exciting. And we are going to talk about gambling, the Granny Fest 2023.
I want to know the story of how that became a thing. I mean,
that would be great, right?
Because I want to do like April Fest. But I don't want to do
There's no interest for that.
I don't want to do it in Vegas. I want to do it in like St. Paul, Minnesota.
I don't think there's an interest for an April Fest. That's funny.
I'd show up.
Welcome in, Jamel Simpson. Thank you for joining us. You forgot it was Sunday. Ooh, I wish we could go back to Friday, because Friday night
we had some fun.
Yes, we did. We had a lot of fun. I was able to talk you into going to Choctaw. We got a really great discount on our room, and talked you into going out into Oklahoma, right? And that was a lot of fun, because we had gone live last Sunday, and it was a great time. And it kind of just, I got a little taste of what it was like when we were playing slots. And so I was able to...
What did it taste like?
It was awesome. Oh. It was fun. And I missed some of the people that don't come into our regular lives because obviously they prefer the slot play.
They just don't like the plugged in format, apparently.
No, I don't think that's it at all. I just
Oh.
think people have a preference. And I think going up there Friday night and going live was so much fun and incredibly just, I don't even know the words. Getting to meet Lisa was absolutely the highlight of it all, right?
Yeah.
Just, meeting someone that we met through YouTube. She's not a slot channel, although everybody was saying on our live that she should have her own slot channel.
She's the one that we should have been following her and just, filming her play.
Oh my gosh, guys. Lisa was slaying it, right?
What was the take? Scott wants to know what the takedown was.
Yeah, let us know, Lisa, if you want.
Yeah, she may not want to divulge that.
She may not want to divulge it, but I will say
she may still be there.
Prior to us meeting up with her before we went live, she had a hand pay. And then while we were live, she had 2 more hand pays. So congratulations, Lisa, because that was awesome. And of course, it was on my second favorite, which is the drums game. It was awesome. She was one lucky lady. That's truly, truly phenomenal. And it was awesome to get our first in-person super chat from Lisa.
Yeah.
That was absolutely amazing.
We had groupies.
She was sporting our new shirts, which was awesome as well, right? She had won that in a contest that we did. I don't remember which one it was, but
holy cow, she just said 6K.
So you walked out with 6K. That is awesome. Congratulations, Lisa. I enjoyed meeting you and hanging out with you. It was great.
I enjoyed waiting for her at breakfast. I kept sitting there going, she's going to come any minute and buy us breakfast. And nope.
She never showed up, huh?
Nope.
Well, we didn't eat breakfast there. So
no,
we went live, we did our show, and then I realized I had a ton of free play after we went live. So we played all of that, and then we decided it was like 12:30, I think, a little after midnight, and of course you were hungry. And yes, thanks, Pop. I appreciate that. 2 lives in 48 hours. That's amazing. Thank you. And so we went and had breakfast before we went to bed. So, oh, you lost 1,500 last night? Well, that's all right, Lisa. You still went up on the house, so that's great. We didn't quite bankrupt them like we wanted to, and Scott was suggesting. But I tell you what, I had a great time. Welcome in, Sister Yoshi. Thank you for joining us. I had a great time either way. It was just phenomenal night. We got up. What did we do? We got up Saturday, and we ended up leaving there. What are you gonna laughing about?
Just where we ended up.
Oh, and so we've always passed by what is called Megastar. And it is part of the Chickasaw Nation. And we went in there, and they were really nice, guys. This place was super clean. I don't know if you noticed, babe, or not, but they actually had people that were disinfecting, like a disinfectant crew. And they were they were going through and spraying the machines down, and then someone was coming behind them and wiping. But it was really, really clean. Oh, welcome. I'm glad you got there safely, Shawness. Thank you. And yep, whenever you can join us. If not, it's okay. We certainly understand, but we are glad
that completely threw you off.
It did. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
But anyways, the place was super clean, and we sat down and played for a little bit. I actually put in $20 and cashed out with 60 something. I got a $40 something bonus on Dragon League.
Yeah, a 50-cent bet.
On a 50-cent bet.
Paid really well.
It was a lot of fun. Sat down and talked to someone in the back office. I cannot remember her name, but we talked to the security guards, and we talked to someone about being able to come and film and go live for you guys from there. Just because it's a shorter distance, it's about 30 minutes less than Choctaw. So if we were able to go live from there, that would be great. Initially, her response was, no, we really don't do that. And then once we talked to her, we probably talked for almost an hour.
She saw how cool I was.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. She's like, wow. Oh, you guys are cool. Y'all must be like doing cool stuff. I think that's
And I said, not anymore.
Not anymore. But we did talk to her for quite a while that she got our information. And so I'm going to be contacting the marketing department later this week to see if we can go live, because currently they do not allow that. Although they, we were able to show her what we do and how we don't show the patrons and stuff. And so we might, crossing our fingers, be able to go to Megastar and start going live from there. So that will be wonderful if they give us permission. I really, really think it's so cool, right?
I want to acknowledge the fact that Little Dutchie has found her way back home.
Little Dutchie, welcome home. Thank you for joining us. It has been a while, right? And
Yeah,
then
I thought she hates us, but no.
I don't know why you think people hate us. Is it because you started coming on the show?
Well,
Could that be it?
no, I think that's actually an asset for you.
I agree. I think it really is. Little
See,
Dutchie.
she said she loves us.
Yes. But so we had a great time. We went to Megastar. We just popped in. We didn't really play any. We didn't film at
I
all.
lost $20. You won 40. So I keep
Yes.
hitting this mic.
Yeah, we had it. It was a good time. And then we came on home and we started working on the studio, setting up everything.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed, and I adding that background to you. I think it's awesome. And
Well, it looks a lot better than my Denny's or my
you are definitely not sitting at Denny's tonight.
my
That's for
stone
sure.
my wood carving that everybody made fun of. So, but the only problem is it's quite toasty in here.
It is really warm, so we'll have to figure out that piece because we had to turn the air off during our show. Speaking of air, guys, we got rain for maybe 30 minutes. Do you think it was 30
no,
minutes?
I think it was 5 minutes.
No, I think it was longer than that.
Okay.
Well, it has cooled down a little bit. We're actually back in the 90s, which is great. We're not in the hundreds. It's been 108 almost all week long.
Sister Yoshi says it looks better.
Oh, thank you, Sister
because
Yoshi.
she said I looked like I was at
Well,
Denny's.
let's just all take a moment and realize that I was able to light up your whiskey rye.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
It is really cool. So I was able to light that up. Speaking of the whiskey rye, we had a great time, suggestion, right? I think it was from Hank.
Yep.
Yeah, to go in and to the Manhattan. So Friday night after we got off work, we did our typical run to the liquor
Sorry, I'm
store.
reading the chat.
That's okay. We did our typical run to the liquor store, and that was a lot of fun. So we picked up the stuff to make the Manhattan.
We did.
We did. And so if you want to bear with us, we will go ahead and show you Mike's Drinks with Mike this week, which is the Manhattan. And we'll meet you back here in just a few seconds, or I guess moments.
Say we're gonna beat them back here.
Meet them.
We will beat them back here because we'll be on screen before they see us.
Oh, 61 since. Oh,
Huh?
Scott, I'm jealous. It's 61 there.
Ooh.
We need to go back to Colorado. All right, so let's check
Scott's
out
in
Drinks with
Colorado?
Mike this week and see. Do you carve wood?
Actually, I kind of
Yeah, you have. You do that.
kind of have. But okay, that was probably really loud, but let's go.
Today on Drinks with Mike, we're going to make a classic Manhattan. Hank suggested it, and so we're going to take it on and show you guys how it's done. All right, let's make a classic Manhattan. We're going to start off with the Woodford's Kentucky Rye Straight Whiskey. I'm going to do 2 ounces of that. Then we're going to go with our sweet vermouth. We decided to go with Crisati on that. You're going to do 1 ounce of that. And you're going to do 2 shakes of your bitters. Our top bitters, even the one on. Okay, and on this, you never want to shake it. You always want to stir it. Stir it up and let it get mixed up and cold. Then you're going to strain it. And add a cherry. you have it, a classic Manhattan. It's actually pretty smooth. I like it. Hank, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you next week.
Here you go.
There it is, guys. You know what, Tracy? I'm liking the idea of throwing a dash of cherry syrup.
Well, I'll tell you what. There's a dash of cherry syrup in these.
Is there? Did you already do that?
Yeah.
I did not recognize or notice. I didn't watch you make them, right? I just saw you do it on the film, which, by the way, we came home yesterday from the casino and filmed that as well.
Yeah. Well, I was doing the classic Manhattan. I didn't vary from it. If we're doing a different variation of it, then that's what I would do. But that was a classic. This is
really good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome in, Josh Ray Slots. Yes, we survived the madness of Choctaw. We were smart, though. We left early Saturday morning. I think we did not sleep well. So I didn't sleep Thursday night, and then we didn't sleep well Friday night. It was the bed was just a little uncomfortable for us. But so we got up early and we came home way before the big crowd came up. I grew up making them for my dad and uncles. This is really good. It has a very distinct taste. I like it.
April ate breakfast this morning, which was like an egg sandwich. And so now by the time she's done with this, she'll probably be slurring. She has nothing in her stomach. So this ought to be fun.
Yeah.
I had a sandwich at least before we started.
So let's talk about who we ran into when we were live and how cool that was.
Okay. We ran into Lisa.
Casanova Slots.
Well, no, I was going to get to that. But
I'm so sorry I ruined it. Go for it.
No.
I'll just sit back and drink my drink.
No, we ran into Lisa, and then we ran into Casanova Slots, which was kind of cool because I always run the slot machine. April kind of stands to the side of me and talks to everybody and watches the chat. And so I think she was playing the machine next to us. And so I handed her the tripod and let her go. And then I stood up and kind of
control,
stretched a little bit and looked around, and boom, there was Casanova Slots. And I, obviously seen them on the television set, but never in person. So I was a tad bit starstruck. But no, we called them over and kind of talked for a while, and they joined our live for a little bit and got to take some photos, very rare photos. And so, yeah, it was really cool meeting them. They were nice.
And then everybody got to talk with them, right?
Oh, yeah.
She was on camera with me for a little while.
Honestly, I think they were utterly shocked at who was all in our chat because they were like, wait, Sister Yoshi's in there.
Yeah,
Bradley's
pretty
in there.
much the same crowd,
This person's
right?
in there. That person's in there. And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, we don't suck. I think they thought we sucked.
No, they didn't. What I think is it's a test. It's another attest to the community, right? We all support each other. We all have pretty much for the most part the same subscribers and members that are part of our channel. And I think it was just really kind of cool for her to be able to sit down because she stood behind me and I gave her my phone and she was able to chat with people that were in the chat.
Right.
So that was really cool. And, I would have never, I am so bad with names and I am so bad with faces and I would have never recognized them. So I'm glad that you were able to be like, hey, there they are. And you did that with Up and Our Way as well.
Yeah, I saw Melissa and Enrique and see, I even know their names.
Yeah.
And I said, look, it's them.
Yeah, so it was just overall, it was a lot of fun. We got to welcome 2 new subscribers, James and Warren.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was fun to get to sit down and we met them while we were playing. And then they came back by a little bit later on while we were still playing just to kind of say hi.
And Granny sent over a bunch of people at the end of her live. So that didn't hurt us any.
No, that was awesome. Thank you for doing that, Granny. We just, again, this community is great. And just how we all support one another and each other's channels and, just Gambling Granny and Dice sent over a bunch of people after their live.
Yeah.
And so I truly appreciate it. And I cannot wait to have her on our show. on the 16th, or I'm sorry, at the 17th. That'll be a lot of fun. I want to just kind of dig in a little bit how they got started and talk about Granny Fest because, I love watching their show, right? Because they have entertainment. And even when we watched Granny Fest last year, and I remember I was in awe of the entertainment and everything that they were doing during Granny Fest.
I remember the first show we ever watched. I was kind of like, I kept looking at you going, what are we watching? Because we were used to watching slot channels. And then here's this guy playing guitar and
Granny getting on to him.
Yeah. And it kind of took me back a little bit. And I think by the end of it, I was like, they actually did a pretty good job. I was actually really impressed with it.
Yeah. Well, we've been hooked ever since, right? We try to watch them. We weren't able to watch. I popped in here and there Friday night when we went up to our room to get ready for the live, and we were sitting out on the balcony having a drink. I did pop in and say hi. Gina says, hey, great stream the other night. Thank you, Gina. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. We had a great weekend.
I produced it and directed it, so it was awesome.
So you did an awesome job, babe. That's what they're saying. All right, so let's get into the meat and potatoes of the show tonight. I'm going to start off with giving you an overall.
Hope it's not more chicken.
Speaking of chicken, how's that diet going, babe, that we started last week?
You know what? I lost, I think I lost close to 8 pounds from Monday to Friday. I was feeling really good. The chicken was really starting to wear on me. The first day it was like great, and then the second day it was and then I think Friday it wasn't that great.
I think it's because I meal prepped for the whole week, not thinking that
I think we need to do that half week.
Yeah, not thinking that on Wednesday I could do a refresh and cook everything Wednesday, Thursday, Friday throughout.
Yeah, and so then we went to
Gary.
We went to Choctaw, and I did one of Pop Pop's favorite things. I went noodling, and I had a big bowl of noodles, and then I had breakfast with pancakes, and like a couple hours later because I was hungry. And then
we had a breakfast after that as well.
That breakfast after that was not
Yeah,
good.
we stopped at a little hole-in-the-wall place over by Megastar, right on Lake Texoma, and his was not good. Mine was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't like great. Oh, I would send everybody there, but it was good. But I like the breakfast burritos all the time.
Slots is in the house.
Welcome in, Phil. How are you? Just got here. I have to rewatch the first bit of your stream later. Have everyone in the chat. Oh, hey.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone in the chat. But, so, yeah, the diet was going well for you until this weekend. We kind of blew it, but.
Yeah, and then I got on the scale this morning whenever I woke up and realized that, I just about put it all back on, so.
Well, I'm happy to report that I lost 4.5 pounds, and over the weekend, I still am sitting at 4.5 pounds down. So I'm excited for that.
Good
Absolutely.
for you.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Scott says I had smoked pork tenderloin and smoked chicken wings today.
I had wings last night.
That does sound good.
Yeah.
I forgot you had the chicken wings. See, I've been really good.
Yeah, I haven't. It was the
I
weekend.
had crab rangoon Friday night, and then I had a breakfast burrito on Saturday, and then today I had a bagel.
And you had like 30 beers.
Blue Moon is good. It's really, really good. I tell you what, let's just talk about the service that I got at Choctaw.
That guy was pretty cool.
Guys, if I walked by even to go to the ladies' room when we were live, before we were live, after we were live, during our live, if I even walked by, he was like, here you go. Here's a Blue Moon, right? I opened up a tab. And so every time I turned around, he was giving me a Blue Moon. There would be people waiting in line, and he would slide it across to me, or he would actually just call and say, hey, Miss April, come get your Blue Moon. It's time. It's time. So
yeah, it was actually really impressive.
It was awesome. I never had to wait in line to get a Blue Moon. And every time I walked by, of course, we stayed in that area that we always do when we play.
Did you check your receipt to make sure that we didn't buy a bunch of
$60, baby. That was all it was.
Okay. All right.
It was $60.
We didn't buy any Pabst Blue Ribbon or anything?
No. But anyways, we had a great time. But I wanted everybody's gearing up and getting ready to go to Vegas for Granny Fest. If you put an orange in your Blue Moon, it's on the fruit and vegetable group. I agree, Gary. I agree with you.
Gary-
He did keep saying, "Do you want me to put an orange, piece of orange in there?" I was like, "No, I'll just take it,
It
like
actually
it is."
does enhance the flavor. It changes the flavor profile.
It does change the profile, and you would know that because you're the mixologist of the family here.
I've been doing this for about, I don't know what, 4 months.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's been about 4 months. So guys, as you're getting ready to travel and you're going to Vegas, we talked about the bed bugs last week. This week I'm going to give you a COVID update, and I'm also going to let you know something else that I found out there. Now, the Legionnaires disease has been found in Vegas. Nobody be alarmed, but just know it is there. So it looks like last year, so in 2022, someone that stayed at Caesar's Palace came home and got super sick and tested for the Legionnaires. And then I guess about 3 or 4 months later, another person that had stayed at Caesar's Palace also got sick, reported it to the CDC, and it was, again, Legionnaires. And the most recent is at the Orleans. They have tested, somebody was there the first part of August of this month, and they tested, came back and had Legionnaires. And they actually tested the room that they stayed in and some of the different types of machines. And so they did come back with the bacteria. And if you guys aren't aware, it's basically
What is Legionnaire's disease?
Yeah, so basically it is a very serious type of pneumonia that is out there, right? So just be careful. It's more prone to, like, in the showers, the hot tub, if it gets into the cooling system, like the air conditioning system, and you're breathing that in, it does come in. I don't think it's too alarming, if I'll be honest with you. I think people on social media are going crazy about this. Just another thing, a bad rap for Vegas. And I don't want to contribute to it in that direction. What I want to contribute it to it is, it was there, but what you're not seeing is these cases were very widespread. It was, two cases in 2022, and then one case right now out of the Orleans. I think as early as August, right? So we know when we travel, we're up to some sort of sickness.
I didn't know that.
Well, no, I think, you need to be prepared. I mean, think about it. When we were at Choctaw, I'm going to give it to them, because at every end of every bank of slot machines, what was there? The
Beer? Trash cans?
Yes and yes, but not the beer. But no, they had the cleaning wipes, right? The disinfectant wipes. And so every time I would sit down and I would wipe the machines and wipe the buttons before we played.
Because we didn't want to get Legionnaire's disease.
No, just because we didn't want to get sick.
Oh. Well, sounds like if you get Legionnaire's disease, you'll be pretty sick.
Yeah, it is a very, very serious disease. But
Look at that.
What am I saying?
Hank's here.
Hank is here. Hank, we did the drink and it was delicious, by the way. Thank you. Thank you so very much. It actually looks like apple juice now that I look at it.
That's what I told you could do, is you could just fake it with some apple juice, but I'm not doing that.
No, I enjoy this. It was interesting because we did see in the recipe that in a couple of different recipes, some people do sweet vermouth and then dry vermouth. You just did the sweet, right?
Yeah.
The original recipe.
I was gonna do one of each so we could try them on the show, but again, I wanted to stick to the classic Manhattan, and I didn't want to confuse the situation.
Pop says, haven't you both gotten sick from the casino? We have. Exactly.
We have in February.
Yes. And
Oh yeah, I think we got
over Christmas we got COVID.
COVID, yeah.
We did.
From,
yes, absolutely.
Choctaw.
And so we have been very careful since returning to the casinos that we try to wipe things down.
I haven't. I say that I'm going to, and then
I do. I give you the hand sanitizer.
I'm
and I
about
wipe the
halfway
machines.
through, and then I'm like vaping, and I've got this thing in my hand, and I've been touching everything, and yeah, I'm either gonna have a strong immune system or I'm not.
Or you're not. Okay, so Kelly Bell says, when is G2E? So G2E is the second week of October. So it's like the 9th, I think it's Tuesday, the 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th and 14th.
Yeah.
So it leads right into Granny Fest and right into the next Lizards get together, which is all that same weekend. G2E is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. There's a lot of YouTube channels and just, I mean, it's just a fun time, right? We haven't been, but we just know from talking to other channels and stuff. Granny Fest is a great way to get to know everybody. The Lizard as well. Their event is going to be a lot of fun. The Slot Lizards. And then you've got G2E, which is where we can go in and register, and we can go in and try all the different machines, see what's going on, what's coming out. It's gonna, it's really cool, especially for those with YouTube channels. Well, Gina says, I work in a school and I'm already starting my immune boosting regimen. I go back the day after Labor Day. Well, I'm glad, that you get to go back after Labor Day. I wish they would do that here in Texas. But yeah, definitely.
Scotty's in the house.
Welcome in, Scotty H-Town. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, let's just go back to the Legionnaires disease. Nobody panic, right? This was a one incident that has been recently detected there, and it was at the Orleans. But just know, I mean, when you travel, just take care of yourself. You drink lots of water, use the hand sanitizer, wipe down the stations.
Does water kill Legionnaires disease?
No, but I think if you keep dehydrated, it helps immune
keep dehydrated.
Keep hydrated.
Oh,
it will
bad.
boost your immune system. The other big thing that right now, guys, we should look at is COVID-19 is on the rise. So the latest.
There we go.
What was this? The rise?
Yeah, but I lost my finger in the camera. I can never find where the damn.
I don't know if you're more help or more distraction here. COVID-19 is on the rise. There is a new strain out there. It's called the Eris. It has been detected.
Wait.
In Nevada.
Real quick.
Vegas. Yes.
Hank. At some point, just gifted 5.
Hank. Yes, he did. Thank you so
memberships.
much. It did not show up on the screen here, but it did show up on my phone. Thank you, Hank, for gifting 5 memberships. You are awesome.
That was actually really cool of you, Hank.
That was. Look, Kissy Cat is in. Gracie is in. Robin T is in. She got one of our memberships. Look at that. Awesome. You guys are great. Thank you so much, Hank, for doing that.
Gambling Mitzi's in.
Gambling Mitzi, thank you for joining us. I appreciate that. Look at everybody. This is awesome. So COVID-19, there is a new strand out there. It's the Eris. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. It was pretty much high alert in the Galveston down in South Texas area. So just be careful because over 100 or more people have been hospitalized there.
Somebody told us about that.
In the state. They did here on our show.
DJ Starman 69 said that.
How do you remember this stuff? It's amazing.
He's from San Antonio, and he said Corpus Christi, so I associated it back.
Yeah, it was Corpus. That's right. That's exactly where it was. All right. So now you have it. That's just your little health update. I just want to keep you guys in the know of kind of what's going on as we get closer to Granny Fest and the Slot Lizard weekend. Just everybody, bring your hand sanitizer. I always carry my own sanitizer wipes.
Bring your laser gun.
My laser gun.
Well, no, them.
Oh, why would they need a laser gun? It just sounds cool.
I'm distracting the crap out of you.
You are distracting me, and it's funny. It's
They probably
great.
don't
You can
think
get
so.
more bloomers.
Bloomers?
Bloopers, I'm sure. Absolutely. Kelly says, as if the heat isn't bad enough. I agree with you.
We got a little reprieve. It is 90 degrees
somebody
right
said
now.
some schools are being shut down in Texas.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Schools getting shut down at Runge, Texas. Kissy Cat, is that from COVID? Like the new strand that's going on?
My throat's starting to hurt.
Aaron has COVID. Oh, that's not good. I'm just kind of reading. Don't say your throat is hurting. It just registered what you said. Oh, that's awesome. Kissy Cat is making 200 masks for Granny's. That is awesome. Thank you for doing that. I know that you did that
When
for
the
the first year.
Manhattan kicks in.
Yes, that's right, Scott.
I'm almost done.
The Manhattan. I was going to ask you for more, but I don't think you can leave your station.
No.
Hank says, I think I've drank enough bourbon to keep me immune to more. Oh, is that the key?
See, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Just drink a lot of bourbon
Yeah.
and whiskey? Well, it kind of goes along with the hot toddies, which my grandfather used to do all the
You
time.
won't get anything else, but your liver will just go.
Neosporin in your nostrils when you're in crowds? That's interesting, Gina.
How about just don't going into crowds? How about spraying Neosporin on the
no.
crowds?
I just made the mask for the first year around. Just earrings this year. That's right. And I'm on the list for some earrings. I think that's going to be really cool. Alcohol kills the germs. You know what? We could just go up to all the machines and
we could just go hang out with Kelly.
Yeah. Well, that's true. She does work at the liquor store.
She
We
has
could do that.
plenty. That's what I need to do is partner up with her. She could sponsor me.
Well, I don't know if she could sponsor you,
She
but
could sponsor drinks with Mike. Well,
she could probably have a lot of great ideas of different types of drinks she could make.
I'm trying to get sponsored.
Oh, so Scotty H. Town. My brother heads up children's pharmacy at Methodist here in Houston's medical center. Said they are getting a surge in COVID patients. Oh, that's so scary. Very, very scary. So, guys, just be aware, right? If you're going to be traveling on the plane,
It's not gone.
it's never going to be gone, and we're getting into flu season, right?
Yeah,
And so
I don't think we should go into full panic like we did last time, but
I'm not going to go rush out and buy a crap
but
ton of toilet paper. No pun intended.
I don't know if that's going to help us not get COVID, but anyways, but just be aware that, you know, whenever you're licking that slot machine, that it's probably a bad idea.
I can't with you. Really? Who licks the slot machines? People rub them and tap them.
People that lick all kinds of things, shoes and
All right, so we're just going to carry on. I found some very interesting information. So
this is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, so we are all familiar with Tito, which is ticket in, ticket out.
See, I wasn't aware of that. I just thought it was something kind of crafty that Jay used to say, and then
no, it's a real thing.
No, I realize that now.
Acronym.
I kind of
It
felt kind of
stands for
stupid
something.
after that.
So we are very familiar with the Tito, right? They introduced that when we went to the penny slots. It was too hard for everybody to keep up, and the machine dropping 1,000 pennies at a time. So they invented the ticket in, ticket out method. And I'm here to tell you, we have something new coming, guys. Get ready. It is in the phase 2 of testing.
I just got a discount.
You did get a discount?
Kelly's going to give me a discount. I don't know if I have to
Well, we should go see her
drive
soon.
to Mississippi to get it, but
We could. We can go back to Biloxi. Little Bon Jovi might be there. Anyways, new technology is coming, and this is very, very cool. It is called
Tito Vodka.
what? Huh?
nothing.
Okay.
Just carry on. I'm just having my own show over here. Gary's making me laugh. So
All right.
he
So
said he thought you meant Tito Vodka.
let me know when you're ready.
I'm good. Go ahead, please carry on.
Gambling Granny, can I please borrow your squirt bottle? Because I would just be over here right now.
You know how many? You know how many
That's what she
electronics there are here? I made it to the
Okay, then
cherry.
I need. I can get a fly swatter then.
Oh my God!
Is the cherry good?
Look at how big my eyes are. The cherry was literally full of rye whiskey.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
You may have to step away from your station because I think I want another one. But let me just get to this. This is so interesting. Ticket in, ticket
Here,
out. Tito's.
hang on. I got an idea.
What?
Watch this. I'll go make some more drinks.
Oh, so Hank's drink was so good. You're going to go make another one. Let me drink this one real quick.
And I'll come back.
Thank you. So ticket in, ticket out. Tito's, right? They created these to help us when they created the penny slots, which is absolutely wonderful. Now, guys, we are having something called Tebow, Tibo. So interesting. It is in the testing phase right now, and it is going so well that they are thinking about pushing it out by the end of this year to all of the casinos. So basically, this is ticket in, bonus out. So if the machine recognizes that you have put in and I'm going to guess $50, right? You put in $50 and you haven't got a bonus and you go to cash out of the machine. When you cash out, it gives you your money if you have money, but it also is going to print a ticket out that says, hey, come back in 4 hours or 2 hours, whatever they set it at, play here for 10 free spins, right? This is so interesting that they're going to actually start doing this. If you are a member of the actual you're loyal to the rewards program at that casino that they're offering, let's say you hit a big bonus such as Lisa this past weekend, then Lisa would have gotten a printout ticket of, hey, congratulations, here's dinner on us, go to the XXXYZ steakhouse and you now have a free dinner on us. This is so cool, and I'm so excited to see this because it's going to keep people who are losing or not winning an opportunity to come back and play, but it's also going to be able to reward you when you are in the moment of getting these bonuses that, hey, by the way, congratulations, here's a meal on us. I think this is so exciting and so cool, and I hope that it's successful and they're able to pull this off. It's basically it's called Acres Technology. They're the ones that came out and promoted it and got it approved. And right now, I believe it was Elkin is where they are testing this system at. The other thing that it's going to be able to do is if you don't have your player's card in, while you're playing, it will print a ticket out with a QR code on it, and it will allow you to just right then and there log on and register and become a rewards member while you are actually playing, so you don't have to get up and walk away from the machine. So I think this is going to be absolutely a great idea. I'm kind of reading the chat at the same time, guys. And but it also makes me wonder, well, we talk about this all the time, are they able to control when you're winning, when you're losing? Is it good to have your rewards card in? Is it not good? Can they tell the difference? So I think this method, it's going to be fun. I'd like to see what kind of rewards and free games or free meals that it has to offer, or show tickets based on your profile if you do have your loyalty card in. But it also makes me wonder, how can they tell, right? They can't, supposedly they have no control over the machines while we are playing, but this kind of, in my mind, and it's all new, kind of tells me that they are able to control what we're doing, because if the machine can tell us, hey, they're not winning right now, they're cashing out, let's give them a 10 free spins and put the ticket back in to get the 10 free spins. So it makes me wonder, are they able to control the machine? Because if they can control what is being printed out on this ticket, whether it be, hey, free meals, congratulatory type of thing, or is it, oh, I'm sorry, you're not winning here, let me give you 10 free spins, come back in an hour and you can spin again. It just makes me wonder, how is this going to work? So I'm excited because if this works where they're testing it out right now, going forward, I'd love to be able to see how that works and the intricate pieces that it just kind of, but it just raises, I'm going to be honest with you, it does raise some of those red flags of, so they can tell and they do see when you're winning and when you're not winning, and they could turn the machine up, they could turn it down, because if they can tell right then and there whether or not they should print out a ticket that says, hey, sorry you didn't win, here's 10 free spins on us at the same monetary or denom that you're betting, versus, oh, congratulations, Lisa just won a ton of money on the drums, let's give her a free meal, right? Just something to think about, and something that they're out there testing right now, and hopefully by fall, it's, from what I'm hearing, it's been very successful so far, so by fall you may see that in your casinos very soon. I'm going to just read through the chat real quick. Tebow, ticket in, Band-Aid out, stop the bleeding. Gary, you are just so funny. You could, yeah, I think Tino. We have a Tino at nearby Lake Charles Casino. Ticket in, Nevada out. I love it. You guys are funny. Let's just see here. I think they don't need to mess with anything, in my opinion. Right, Pop Pop? Our Canadian casinos would never consider doing this. That's from Phil. Scott says, absolutely, they can loosen any or tighten those babies. Scott, they say they can't, but I don't know if that's true or not. I cannot confirm nor deny, but I feel you. I understand. Gary says, sounds interesting. Will it tell you to stop slapping the damn button? No, but Gary, you know what it does tell you? They're saying that if you lose X amount of money, it will print out a ticket with the 1-800 number to the gambling line that you have a problem with gambling and might you consider.
I gotta come back in for that one.
Okay, and it truly does. That they're going to have something that prints out.
You've got a problem.
That says
Could you imagine like Raja or something? It would be spitting out every 5 seconds. You just spent $50,000 in 10 minutes. You've got a problem.
Well, I mean, that's just kind of the thing. So some of the concerns were if they're printing out these free spins and stuff for those that do begin to show the signs of addiction for gambling, how are they going to address that? And the guy came back and said, well, we could put it into the system that after you spend X amount of money and you lose, welcome in, let us market you. Thank you for joining us. But if you potentially start to lose, it will print out a disclaimer that says, hey, if you think you have a problem, here's a number to call for gambling. Go on, tear it up.
No,
shred it up, because this will allow me to drink. You and Gary
says
can
that
interact.
That he has their number on speed dial and they know his name. I thought it was kind of funny.
So what do you think about this, babe? I mean, do you think this is a great incentive, or do you think that more people are going to get addicted to gambling, or
BS
what do you think?
To have to deal with? I don't know, the 10 free spins. How often do we win? I mean, we have one on our free play, but I don't know, man. I still think they can manipulate this stuff, and if they're spitting out tickets that say you may have a problem and stuff, they're monitoring it at that point they are monitoring it. They're monitoring what you're doing, how much you're spending. When you're almost out of money, they spit out a ticket and say, here,
stay here, don't leave. Here's 10 free spins on us, right?
Which it would behoove them to do that. Why wouldn't they do that? To me, I don't want them doing that. There's enough BS going on in the casinos without having to. I don't know.
Well,
I'm very opinionated when it comes to shit like that. Ooh, well, I just cussed on our stream.
You did cuss on our stream, but that's okay. But this is very interesting to me because people are not talking about this right now. It is not out there. And I just find it very interesting and wanted to ask, some of our guys, what do you think about this? I mean, it goes, we know they track us for all the loyalty points and reward points and that kind of thing. But now they're going to start trying to rope you into staying at that machine. And there were even some of I think that they talked to MGM and they were like, hey, if they're winning though, just print out a free 10 spins on us. But it's kind of like Kohl's Cash where you accumulate it that day, but you have to wait until the following weekend to cash it in. Well, if I'm in Vegas, I'm not going to stick around for 10 free spins for the following weekend, right?
No.
So Hank says, from what I understand, the system that tracks your play is different than the actual gameplay system.
And we've always understood that too. But I don't know that I believe it.
I'm just reading through the comments. So they had a promotion where if you accumulated 400 points during the day, you got between $5,000 to $5,000 in free play. It cost me $8,000 to win $5 in free play. That is from Scotty H Town.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a deal.
Gary, my ticket would say you cheap SOB, bet more. We have to pay the electric bill for this machine.
Yeah.
I think I just find it, this, guys, is interesting. And we may see this as soon as the fall in our local casinos because it is going so well at all the testing sites and the testing centers that they're doing. I just want to bring awareness to it and let you guys know that Tebow which is ticket in, a bonus out is coming your way. They are wanting to link this to your loyalty rewards programs within each casino that you're a part of. And if you're not, you're going to get these QR codes printing out during your play. And I'm just curious to see how this works. So when you guys are out there and about, I want you, if you come across this, send us a message or film it or something. And I'm hoping we can catch this, because I think it's going to be, and it's a new approach. Something, it's in what they were talking about, and the downfall to this is what they were saying. And I don't even want to get into politics, but oh my gosh, it's more artificial intelligence out there.
Right.
Monitoring what we're doing, how we're acting, programming us as humans to do X, Y, and Z. But I won't get into those politics piece of it, but I think it is interesting. And I hope that if any of you guys are out there and you experience this new Tebow experience, let us know, because I want to know, how is it working, and do you see benefit from it? And I would really love to know if it's going to be more of a Kohl's Cash thing where you earn it today, but you have to come back in 2 weeks to cash it in. Because at that point, if I'm in Vegas, I'm not coming back in 2 weeks to cash it in, right? So you guys are now aware of what's coming out. It's called Tebow. And so just keep us in the loop. We'll keep you in the loop as more things come out of this. This is breaking news. I haven't seen a lot of people report on it, and I find it super interesting, and I wanted to share it with all of you guys.
Okay, so
take it away. What do you
didn't
got?
want to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
But
I'm going to drink now.
Bogo had a point here of, if where it would automatically trigger a bonus, the certain amount without getting a bonus, it automatically triggers a bonus. That would be cool. And Ron Gambles is in the house.
Welcome
and he
in,
said
Ron.
hi.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I was on my rant there for a little bit.
No. I was letting you get done.
Yes. I appreciate that, because you were kind of disrupting me earlier. And so you're keeping me on track now, and I like that.
And wait. Can we give the away? What?
So I do understand, Kissy Cat, that the tickets are printed. It's a QR. It's a scan code. So kind of like right now, if you cash out and you have $5.40 and you're leaving, not that we would ever do this, but we do it if there's like 32
Missy A.
cents
Slots
left.
just jumped in and said hello.
Welcome in, Missy A. Slots. Thank you for joining us.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. But it's supposedly much like, okay, I'm leaving. I have a 27-cent voucher and I pass it on to the next person. You certainly, I understand it, that it will be one of those things that it is just read off of the scan code. Is that right? I think that's what it's called, right? The scan code, the barcode.
Barcode. Yeah.
Barcode, that's it. It will be read off the barcode, so you could certainly leave it there for somebody else to utilize, I think, right? I mean, it seems like it.
In some ways, I miss the nickels and quarters coming out briefly for like 2 seconds, and then I remember how nasty my hands were and carrying those dang things around.
The smell.
I don't care, and the clanking, and yeah, it was all great. But when I went back to the casino after not being there for a few years and seeing that they had the tickets, and it was kind of confusing at first, and I actually felt robbed for a brief second. Now I don't have to carry all that crap around. And could you imagine?
In these? But the bigger tubs,
well,
right?
yeah. Could you imagine when we were live? Hang on, let me load up all these nickels that I just won at the last one, and so we can carry on. So as far as that goes, that was a great innovation in my opinion.
You're funny.
And so this may actually be okay too.
Kissy Cat says, but she loved it and it slowed her down.
I guarantee you, if I had to go live with actual coins, yes, we would probably be live for about 10 minutes, and then I'd have enough.
That is, I will tell you, one of the things I loved and I so miss is the Mermaids on Fremont Street, right? Because you could go in there, and my dad and I would go in there, and we would put $10 in a slot machine, and when you cashed out, it was ching, 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 and then you were scooping up the change that you had, and you would take it to the back of the counter, and then they would cash it in for you, right? I miss that a little bit. Okay, I hear you laughing. What do you got?
But if you drop a ticket, it may get lost. You drop a bucket of quarters, you know it.
Gary, you know what? You are realistic, and I appreciate that. Let's see what Kelly says. Some casinos, you have to go put your money is a machine to get a Tito to play the slots. You can't even stick money in the slot machine. They are getting to that. I have been reading articles where they are trying to get away with putting money into the machine. So basically, when you arrive at a casino, you go to the ATM, you put your money in, you select the denomination and the amount of money that you want. Well, I guess not the denomination, but the amount of money, and you're creating these ticket in, ticket outs. And so I'm going in and we're going to spend $800 for the night. So I can put the $800 into this machine and then select maybe $200 tickets. So I get 4 tickets, 2, 4, 6, 8. I'd get 4 tickets for $200. You take those and that's what you play with the entire time you're there. Then at the end of the night, you obviously take it back to the ATM or take it back to the, not ATM, but the redeeming centers, the cash outs, or you take it back to the cashiers. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think that's smart, right? Because if you're going to go to a casino, that is the best way to ensure that you're staying within your budget. If you have a budget, we always have a budget, but right. I mean, I don't have a budget. You put this ticket in and you're playing on it. You put the next ticket in. I bet you less people are going to. Oh, there's a pun there. Yeah. Less people are going to be going or not going outside of their budget by these ticket ins and tickets out. They'll have debit card hookups next. So, Ron, there have been lots and lots of talks about this, right? About how you can insert.
That would be horrible.
It would be. So you can insert your debit card into the machine and download the amount of money that you want, and then it's available for free play. Much kind of like the free play now, right? It's not free, but the free play, the way that it's monitored now. I cannot even imagine what that will look like if that's how they go.
See, and that's what I thought. Tracy said you can download money onto your casino card and transfer the funds until you're broke.
Right.
At some casinos.
Exactly. That is exactly it, right?
And see, I thought that you could do that at some places, and you know, I don't ever want them to do that and have you know about it, because we will literally be broke. Valerie's in the house. Was she here?
She was not, but thank you for joining us, Valerie. Well, she might have been, and I haven't noticed any comments, but I really haven't been reading them, to be honest with you. It's been such a busy night,
Who wants to wait in all those lines to get tickets and cash them out?
I know. I agree with you, Wanda. So that was a big thing is where were we? I guess we were in Vegas at the Palms Casino that night, and we were trying to cash out our tickets, and there was just a super long line to cash out your tickets. And then when you cash out your tickets, you don't get the change. Right? That irritates me so much.
Hey, we did get, you know what? We did get
Go
it.
for it. Yes, tell them.
Got it at the Megastar. They gave us actual change.
Yes.
I was like, what is this? What am I going to do with this? And we got
a quarter, a dime, and 2 pennies because they actually gave us our change back. Now, I know that they eliminated the whole change thing during COVID, and I get that. But James, I want my damn change. Welcome in, James. Thank you for joining us. But I want my damn change.
What are you going to do with that? You know how long it's been since I've had a pocket full of change?
You obviously have not seen the gallon water bucket in our closet.
Oh, apparently I've missed that. Well, thanks for telling everybody. All 31 people that are here that are now going to come try to rob our house to get our coin change. I put change
in there, and then I cash it in just before we go to Vegas. Absolutely every year.
Well, where do you get all this change from? I never even have cash. But they don't give you change.
No, you go to Coinstar and you cash it in after you accumulate it.
I understand that, but how are you accumulating this? I don't carry any change.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe at my work, whenever I buy stuff, I don't know.
I'm just curious because I used to come home and have change. Now I don't even carry cash anymore.
I agree with you, but here's the difference. You don't have cash. I carry cash at all times, and you do not. That's the difference, right? Because, with cash, I can't track your spending, especially with Amazon. So with the
But
cards,
they don't
I
take
can.
cash. How cool would that? Okay.
Tracy says she's on her way over. Just so you know, it is in the master bedroom closet. If anybody's interested, it's a 5-gallon bucket
I
of
thought
water.
she was coming over to drink with us because we sound like we're kind of lit up, which we kind of are.
I may do another one soon. But keep going.
What was I talking about? The whole Tracy thing threw me off.
Oh, you were
Oh,
talking
the
about the
Amazon.
money and Amazon.
Could you imagine if you could actually load cash into a app on your phone or something and pay for your Amazon? You know how many things I could buy and you couldn't track me? I think we just lost like 4 people. I'm looking at the ticker up there. 4 people
I'm
left
too cheap
because of that.
for Coinstar. I roll mine. There you go. There you go.
Oh, I haven't done that in years. Coinstar is amazing. Just
I miss that actually.
Whenever
I used to
we
do
were
that all
poor.
the time.
we
Well,
weren't ever poor together, but when we were poor separately, I used to do that.
Yes.
That's how I bought my
yes.
dog.
We are not going to go into that.
No, I'm serious. I'd been saving all my change, not for any particular reason. And
Oh my God.
Callie came up and I said, and the girls were home, and I said, go get this dog. I said, go cash the change in. And because I wasn't home to give them my card, I had the money actually. But so they went and cashed the change in and bought my dog.
I hit the microphone.
Welcome to Drinks with Mike.
I have nothing. I don't even know how to come back from that.
Have I been slurring or anything? I think I'm
No,
good.
but
Oh, because I admitted that I bought a dog
No.
with change.
no. So what I was thinking about is people that don't know us, right? I was a single mom raising my 3 kids.
I was a single dad raising my 2.
I'm telling you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
telling
Go
you the
ahead.
story.
I'll sit back.
I was a single mom and I was raising my 3 kids on my own, and you were a single dad raising your 2 girls on your own.
And this one day, and the one day when this lady met this fellow, and they knew that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'll just let you finish.
No, go
whatever.
ahead. No, I'm sorry. I don't even know where you're going. I just thought that I would sing the Brady Bunch song in the background. Are you crying?
Yeah,
Because
I am, because it's beautiful. So so I had my 3 kids and I was raising them on my own, and you had your 2 kids and you were raising them on their own. And it's just weird and interesting to think about how things work, because I can remember for my girls and my son, our son and our girls now,
Right.
going to Redbox and renting a 99-cent movie for the whole entire weekend was a huge thing for us, because that's what I could afford at the time. And I can remember going to the Coinstar because I had saved up all this money, and we would put in all the coins into the Coinstar and be like, holy crap, we can go get ice cream tonight. I don't know. So that's just kind of what made me think of that. And it's just a weird thing to think about, but also to realize how far you and I have come, because we raised our kids by ourselves on our own, and where we are today and how well they mesh. So yes, I'm teary-eyed about that, and I cannot believe this is live, but it is what it is. There you have it.
I remember, you talked about, not having any money and eating whatever you said you
I
guys
didn't
ate.
even eat for so long.
Yeah, there's another story there. Actually, I'm going to tell that story. When we first started dating, it was funny as heck. We went to her apartment. We both worked together.
My apartment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Went to April's apartment.
Yeah.
And she said, there's some beef stroganoff in the refrigerator.
Hold on.
What?
By the way, I had a 2-bedroom apartment and my kids shared a bedroom.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was
You
awful.
were poor.
I was so poor, but go ahead.
And so she said, I think you were going to take a shower or something. You were doing something. And so I went and I ate that, and you said, go eat it. There was only like this much. And so I sat and ate that, and she comes out and she looks at me and she goes, what'd you do? What are you talking about? You ate all of that? And I'm like, well, heck yeah, I ate all of it. I was hungry. And April looked at me and goes, but that was going to be the girls' dinner tonight. And I'm like, why would you tell me to eat that then? Well, I thought you were going to eat a
my
little
God, I might
bit.
cry.
I'm like, have you seen me eat? Yeah, we were poor. Well,
I was poor.
Actually,
I
I,
was
I
poor.
wasn't. We ate ramen noodles whenever I first got separated.
Oh my God, I cannot believe we're
and
doing
me and
this.
my girls moved into the apartment. How did we get on this?
I don't know, but keep going. It's
But
okay.
it was funny because we were eating ramen noodles for like the first month, and then I had to get gas for my truck,
Welcome in.
and I accidentally hit the OK for the invoice or the receipt from the ATM because I never did because I didn't want to know how little money I had, and I had like $3,000 in there.
You didn't even know it.
No, because my ex had spent so much money that I thought that I couldn't physically possibly have any money because
Gosh.
she used to spend it so fast, and my bills were the exact same amount. And come to find out that no, she was just a shitbag, and I was rich.
Oh my goodness.
Douche is in the house.
Douche is in.
I don't even know why we.
I don't either.
Maybe we should like.
Yoshi Slots is here.
Maybe we shouldn't do this. Drink the drinks that we make.
Anyways.
Real quick. I want to
Okay.
welcome back somebody.
Yes, do your spotlight. You do it, baby.
I want to welcome back Bradley Jones to the family. Really, no reason we kind of took a break, but we did, and now Bradley's back in the fold, and he's, welcome back, Bradley. Love you, guy.
Hank says, I was so poor, I can tell you how long it takes ramen noodles to get cold and soft. I have been there, right? But the point of my story, I don't really remember, but that's okay. Anyways, what was it? You took me down a whole nother road.
The Lifetime Channel special, Mike and April.
Change
She
name
was-
to- I love it.
She was
I love
a
it, Gary.
lonely woman.
All right, let's just
living
go
by
back.
herself. He was
Let's-
raising 2 daughters on his own with lots of money. She was poor.
I was so poor.
They got together and started going to casinos on the next Lifetime special.
I cannot. You're going to make me cry. Oh, you're going to make me cry. Okay.
Remember we used to go to the casinos and then stop at Dairy Queen on the way back? That was funny.
Okay, let's just keep going. All right. So, let's
The Manhattan Tells All channel.
now back to Days of Our Life, right, Scotty? I get you. I get you.
Okay, go ahead.
Babe, we're going to have to focus. Like, I need you to breathe in and breathe out.
Breathe
Ready?
in, breathe out, breathe in.
No. All right.
That's
So,
Bush. Got a machine
let's talk
head.
about the family. So
So I've come up with a way to get kicked off of this channel. Go ahead. I'm
I'm
sorry.
just going to sit here for a moment.
Go ahead.
What I want to know, did Scotty H. Town or Gary Smith help you get kicked off as my co-host?
They both said drink a lot of our drinks. Here, if you drink these drinks, you too can be kicked off of a channel.
Well, there you go. Possibly. But so I saw on social media, Focus and Mans are like Jumbo Shrimp. I jumped the fence for, wait, hold on. You were moving things here.
I didn't move nothing.
I jumped the fence for a rich guy to finance my casino wishes. Oh,
Heck yeah.
So were you the rich guy?
I
that
wasn't really
financed-
rich. I just had more money than I thought I had. I thought I had like $20 and it turned out I had like $3,000. Had to go home and make sure all my bills were paid. Nope. Turned out my ex was just a spending.
You're going to have to take it from here. I'm going to cry for a moment. So you just take it from here. Go. What do you got?
So this one day I was walking through work. I don't know. I'm looking for a sugar daddy with a boat.
Kelly, I'm right there with you.
Really?
Well, no, I don't need a sugar daddy, but I love a boat.
I've got a kayak out back.
We have two.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
the
I can't.
Manhattan kicked in. Who said that? Gary Smith. Boy, we're gonna be like 7 hours in. Scotty, your little milky drink didn't do any of this stuff.
I'm just looking.
The rye
I
whiskey
don't-
is some stout stuff.
I need you to stop right now. Okay, I need you to focus.
Just looking for $5 food.
We're gonna
Oh.
be the blooper like highlight reels soon. Anyways,
Wait. Douche says, I don't know what Sherry thinks of the idea, but whatever. Okay. Oh, from her previous comment. Okay. About jumping the fence. Oh, I know what fence she's talking about. Cheers to you, douche.
oh my
We
God.
love you.
We do love the douche.
We do love the douche.
So you want to talk about? Are you too shit?
Huh? Yeah, we are actually.
I can't. You should take me off my camera because this is too funny.
Yeah, actually we are. I don't know what happened, but
Hank.
this is going to be our best show yet. Yeah. And she still has, mind you, I have the paper right here, and she still has like 3 pages left to go over. I told you we didn't really eat a whole lot today. Are you really crying over there?
I am laughing so hard right now.
It's
I'm
kind of
trying
like
not to ruin my makeup. You could take me off my camera.
okay. Oh, wait. That's me.
This is all me.
There you go. So how you guys doing? Doing cool stuff. Yes. Guess you could wipe your ass with that. With what? Did I miss something else? I'm having fun. That's what Lisa said. Hank, I think it's time for another Manhattan. Hank, this is actually all your fault. Drunk after 1 drink? No. We had plenty of shots prior to this. We always have like 2 or 3 shots before we go on. Yeah. Okay, you need to pull it together and be a professional. Come on. I'm putting you back on. What are you doing? Get yourself together. Hang on. Well, we haven't lost anybody, so they're still hanging in there. Are you gonna puke? That's what Douche says. High proof stuff will do that every time. April hasn't eaten since like 7 o'clock this morning. So, and I told her, I was like, you probably ought to eat something. And then she was like, can I have a second one? I'm the guy that doesn't go on this thing. So here we go. Oh, wait. Bam, back in order. Hey, what do you guys think of the plugged in at the bottom? I thought it added a little bit of pizzazz.
Oh my goodness.
Did you guys think it added pizzazz?
Oh,
She's
yes.
making me laugh, Gina says.
Thank you, Gina. I appreciate that because I am laughing right now. And Hank, you are in trouble
Yeah.
because your drinks are way
Yeah, this is pretty
way
potent.
strong, but really, really good.
The thing is we do the drinks with Mike because April used to have a drink. She used to actually just have one.
Oh, that's
And
right.
so-
I did.
We started making I made the chocolate martini and people started asking for that kind of stuff. And so we started doing this. But technically, we really don't drink that much. So when we have 2 or 3 of these and then a couple shots, I think we had 2 shots of the TX bourbon.
Oh,
And,
the Texas bourbon.
and
Which
I had a
is
couple
so
beers.
good.
So yeah.
Okay.
Okay, hang on.
I'm back.
Well, there is a cherry in the glass. It's true. You know, the cherry actually was pretty potent whenever.
I have
I got to
2.
the
So
end.
do you recommend that I do not eat them right now?
Oh no, I think you gotta swig those down. No fear, I'm going to be blocked.
No, you're
By
not going to be
who?
blocked. Let's see. What did Gina say? Oh my gosh.
You guys are awesome. Set up like the unplugged thing.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Gina. You're awesome. I only drink when awake, mostly bourbon.
Oh, wait, check it out.
I am having way too much fun right now.
Walt Money's in the house.
Oh, welcome in, Walt Money. You can see me drunk on Hank's recommendation of
Don't
a
tell
drink
people
for
that you're
tonight.
actually drunk. Just try to play it off.
Oh, there's no playing this off, baby.
Oh.
I can't at
Only
this point.
drink when I'm awake, mostly. Scotty H Town.
Oh my goodness.
I need to get all these quotes and start posting them up. Only drink when I'm awake, mostly. Scotty H Town. Bottoms up.
All right. So I do
All
have
right,
a question.
where were we? Uh-huh.
I'm gonna just turn it loose, April. Ron Gamble says.
You know what? This might not. We
Oh, my
lost
God.
somebody because Walt Money came in, and now we're at 26. We were at 27 people in the house. So somebody got fed up and just had enough of your crap, April.
I am sorry. I can't help it. It's just a lot of fun, right?
You could actually. You could be a professional like me.
I try to be professional. That's what's so sad because you don't and I do. Turn it loose. Turn it loose. All right.
All
So
right. So if we're not being professionals, I'm gonna sit and vape.
are you gonna vape? Okay.
Good morning.
So I just they left to come over and steal your coin jar. They're in the closet. They won't get very far with the dogs, but good luck with that.
I release the copyright to anything I may say.
Right, Scotty H Town.
Scotty, I actually enjoy you being in here.
Oh
so
my gosh.
Thank you for coming.
I hope my is my mascara ran? Am I okay?
I can't tell.
I know you can't. You don't
We
care
really
because
worked hard on this lighting.
this show is gold. Hank says, Jack.
So I talked at the beginning of the show about how we went back and looked at our old shows and how we've grown since then. And I've gotten a new mic.
Cannot stop.
I got new lighting. I got a new studio. I've got a new mic.
I cannot.
And here we go. Go ahead. What?
I just can't with you right now, but it's you're funny. I was just trying to read the comments.
Alcohol is one hell of a drug.
Mike and April Unleashed. That is a
Ooh.
great title.
Maybe we should do that on Saturday nights or something and just get really hammered and then come
Okay.
on.
Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate you. That's my girl. She's got my heart. She says I still look beautiful.
Yeah, you're on.
Yeah.
But I see you every day. No, you're hot.
Stop.
That's why I put you on camera. I was like, the world needs to see this.
Oh my gosh. All right. So I actually do have an agenda here and I'm going to stick to it.
Okay, come on.
All right. So my
get
question
going.
is, a lady this week was posting on social media that she was putting $20 on black and $20 on red at her local casino. I believe it was Caesars. I don't know 100%. However, and doing this allowed her to bump up to the highest level within the Caesars program, the loyalty program.
Real quick. Let me see your drink. Hold it up.
Oh, I don't really want to. After just reading the comments, it's empty.
Holy shit.
That's what I was asking. If
I
I'm supposed
actually
to.
gave you more.
Oh, that's why I was asking if I'm supposed to eat the cherries or not.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes. April is drinking faster than me. I'm trying.
Apparently, I am. So my question is, all right. So this lady thinks, and she's posted on social media that she has figured out the system. And so she is going to the tables, putting her loyalty rewards program card thing down with her money. And then she is betting 20 on black and 20 on red. And either way, right, it is making her profitable or the same unless it hits zero, the double green, the double zero, the zeros, and whatever. What do you think about this? Do you think this is the way to go up into the loyalty status for each program? Like, do you guys think this is it?
Kelly's right. I think that may be genius. So if
I'm just curious. I mean,
so
because
either
she's
way,
posting, she went from the basic
you're gonna
level.
break even. You're gonna break even every time unless it does hit green.
Exactly. And she's getting points for a $40 bet every.
It's actually genius. Yeah.
Okay. So I just, everybody drop your comment really quick. What do you think? Is this a genius way to get the loyalty points that you need to move up to the top tier status within MGM,
Well, the thing would
Caesars,
be-
whatever it may be?
The thing would be how many points you got for doing so. Geez, how many points you got for doing that versus the slots. So you would, because remember when we were at where were we? The Horseshoe, before it was the Horseshoe Bally's. They
yeah.
said that we didn't have enough seat time. We'd spent a bunch of money in there. See, caught myself. A bunch of money in there, but we didn't have any seat time. I'm like, well, I just spent $5,000 in here. Well, but
Choctaw does seat time.
See, but that's the whole
WinStar
thing
does not.
is right, and we figured that out.
Yep.
At Choctaw, we do the Jason's challenge, and we can play for 3-4 hours. Okay, so
so what do you think? I'm just looking
very
for some
smart
comments.
on that lady. Douche, 20 on red, 20 on black, building points.
Exactly. I agree, Tracy.
We have 10 times tier multiplier this week. Ooh.
Oh, Kelly.
That would be smart.
All right, Kelly. You are going to be our guinea pig. Go out there.
Well, maybe she doesn't want to go to the casino. She may have to work. But go to the casino and spend all your money and try this.
No, she could break even unless it hits the green.
April's going to Venmo you the money to go play. Maybe she doesn't have the money to go play. Don't say that she's going to be our guinea pig. It's not like we see Kelly at the casino every weekend. I'm sorry. I feel like I keep saying that, and I feel like we're like, buddies now because I don't call you Kelly Bell because it's just I've shortened it to Kelly.
I just want to see somebody go out and try this. So she posted it all over social media that it was successful, and she went from the basic level to the top level of the loyalty program that she did it for, and I don't remember who it was. Genius in my thinking. This is just absolutely genius, right? So she's not winning, she's not losing, but in the long run, she's getting loyalty points. She's getting free rooms, free comps. She's moving up in the system, and she can save that money to go bet elsewhere, like when she gets to Vegas.
Well, Kelly Bell just said that she
doesn't want to go to casinos. So there you go. She's going to try it.
She is now employed by us.
She's going to go try it.
She is now employed by the Plugged In Mike and April Unplugged show.
Yes, absolutely.
So we're going to send you some money.
All right. So I was just curious.
Can you Venmo your coin jar?
Yes, I can Venmo him.
That's very fair. We just got back from Vegas, so there's probably not a whole lot in there, but okay. Hey there, everyone. Mark Wallace.
Welcome in, Mark Wallace. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you.
Mark, this isn't our normal show.
Yes, it is. Why is it not normal? Because we had Hank's recommendation
This one's
of drinks.
gone off the rails. It's usually more professional.
Little Dutchie's laughing. All right. So.
Well, Douche is going to go with Kelly. Apparently, Douche is going to fly to Mississippi. And
I really want somebody to try this out. Go sit at a table. Give them your loyalty card. Bet in 20 and 20. 20 on black, 20 on red. Monitor your status. And at the end of all of this, 24 hours later, however it takes them to accumulate, and let me know if it's true. Did you go up to the highest level or to the next level or a couple of levels on the loyalty program? Because this lady swears that she went from the basic level to the highest level on 6 hours.
How long did she play, though?
6 hours. 6 hours. Yes, 6 hours of playtime. Yes.
Or over.
No, it said, well, I don't know. It just said 6 hours total time.
A long time to sit there and just push. Double zero, crapped out.
Anyways, all right. So here on
KDC Slots is in the house.
Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. So you have heard it here first for two things. Going and playing
that
roulette.
Doesn't add up, KDC Slots said.
It does not. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's, I did not mean to hit the microphone here.
You're fun. Well, I've hit it like 700 times.
I'm just curious to see how it's going to work, right? So let's see. Anybody test it out, you let me know. If anybody is out and about and wants the Tebow ticket in bonus out happens for you, let us know. I would love to see what's going on and how that actually works.
Somebody else is in the house.
I'm sorry.
Jackpot Grandpa.
Welcome in. He was in earlier. Can you tell me what happened with Jay Vegas Slots and why he's not posting anymore?
I
Baby,
can do that.
you go for it. That's all you. And I'm going to go to Coke Zero.
Jay Vegas Slots. No, Jay actually, so him and his brother had a jewelry store and they parted ways on good terms. Jay wanted to kind of focus on another dream of his, which was going and building a oh, you want me to take you off screen? Okay, go ahead. Now she can vape. Real secret behind April, and she's flipping. No, so what Jay wanted to build a what is it called? A lab, a medical lab, and so he left working with his brother D, and D kept the jewelry store, and so Jay went and started building the lab out, and after probably a couple months of it, he realized that he was killing himself. Working, 18 hours a day on the lab and then still trying to get the live shows out. So, and then going into the casino and stuff. So he took a break and let everybody know he was doing it. I talked to him the other day. He said he was a couple weeks out from the lab actually being functional and running. And once he starts actually getting that under control and knows what it's like for a day-to-day business once it's running, then he's going to let us know whenever he's coming back. So it will be soon. He is coming back. So that's the Jay update. Actually, I had a thing from him. Let me go try to find it. Let me bring April back, move us back over here. The gambler is in the house.
Welcome in, the Gambler After Dark. Thank you for joining
Let me
us.
see if I can find his statement. I'll be right back.
No, you're good. Yeah, he did post a statement last week, kind of an update of what was going on. I miss his lives. We all do, right? We totally miss his lives. For us, like my mom and my dad are the first people that introduced us
Isn't
to
that
the
kind of
slot.
odd that they did that?
Yes.
That was really weird that they were watching J and D before we were.
Yeah, they were. So my dad was like, can you believe this? People are actually, playing live slot play on YouTube. You got to check this out. And they showed us Jay and we started watching them. And then we decided, hey, we wanted to do a slot channel, not a slot channel, but just a YouTube channel in general, just a channel itself. And it kind of just evolved from there. I wish I got notifications for updates. Yeah, I hear you, Kelly. So if he posts this on his community post, which is what he did, I'm not sure if you would get those notifications or not with the notification bell. But he is definitely going to be coming back. It will be within 2 to 3 weeks when he is, as with anything, right? And Mike, he can attest to this. You set a goal, you set a timeline, and we're going to have this ready. We're going to have our studio set up. And then, you spend hours and hours and hours way beyond what you thought it was going to take to get it to that point. And I think that's kind of where Jay is, right? It is, we're getting closer. He's getting to the end of the lab being built. But now the piece of it is getting all of the products and the vendors and the vendor relationships and all of that put up.
There you go.
So there you go. So this is what he posted last week. He says, I hope you are all doing well, having a fantastic time. I know I have been gone for a minute, but I have been super busy at my new business venture and enjoying the summer away from the casinos. I needed an extended break after playing for 3 years straight. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he did that. Sometimes the brain just needs reset. I will be back as soon as everything settles down, at least 3 to 4 weeks. So there you go. So we just all have to, as Deuce just said, we just have to be patient and hang in there because they are, Jay will be coming back and we'll be going live again. But what that looks like and how often and the frequency right, will depend on kind of
Well, this is his
how.
livelihood,
Yes, go for it, baby. Take
you
it
know,
away.
him and Dee had started the jewelry store, and it became very successful, and Dee really didn't want to do the live stuff with the lizards anymore, and Jay kind of took that over, but he had other passions because he was from the pharmaceutical industry. And so, this is how he's going to make his money. So, he's got to afford to do all this stuff. He has to get this in line. So, I've talked to him extensively on this. So he will be back, and, it's going to take a little bit of time, and it's taken way longer than he expected. Vendors are a pain in the butt for everybody. So he's dealing with some of the vendor blues and everything else. So, he's asked everybody to be patient. We'll probably have him on in a couple weeks if he's got some time, and he can kind of give everybody an update. But basically, as soon as he's done with the lab, and he said he's going to try to come back, and we'll see what happens. That's as much as we know.
Yep. So Kissy Cat is asking, who were the people with the house fire? That is a great question. Go ahead, baby.
That was
Kim and Scott.
Kim and Scott, Spokane Meredith. Kim and Scott Meredith. They apparently there was a fire that started, down the hill from their house, and it burned all the brush and came up, and they were able to get out with. I think Kim was able to get out with some clothes. Scott was able to get out with what he was wearing. And they saved their animals. I think they had some cats. And they got out of there, but the house was a complete loss.
But they did get their cats.
Yeah.
So, which was awesome.
So that was.
And they are big supporters of
Lizards,
Vegas Slots.
Yeah,
right?
and us. I mean, they've
absolutely
they've taken care of us on a lot of things. So, I think they're okay. But most of all, I think, just keep them in your prayers, thoughts, whatever you do. So,
yeah. So thank you, Kissy Cat, for asking about how they were doing and who they were. They are just huge supporters in our community.
Yeah, they're good people.
They're really good people. And so hopefully things have settled down just a tiny bit, and maybe they're on the road to recovery here at this point. Absolutely. Thank you, Gina, for the prayers. We appreciate that. And
Yeah.
Deuce says, I was a medical lab supervisor for many years, and I tell you it's complex, even though it's not exactly a clinical lab. You're right. So when we were in Vegas for our short venture that we went into, we actually got to stop by the lab and see the lab, and it was absolutely amazing.
Oh, it's really cool.
It was really nice, right?
Yeah. What's wrong?
Oh, I'm just leaning back to clear my
Are you
throat.
going to throw up like they predicted?
Oh, Tracy says, is there anything else to help them? Tracy, at this time, they're not reaching out and asking for any
Yeah, I
help.
think they're good.
But if something changes, we'll definitely let our community know, right? Because we are a tight-knit community, and if that changes, we'll certainly let you know.
Kim posted, and mind you, there's nothing that we know that isn't from Facebook. So this is all public knowledge. Apparently they went to Macy's, and Scott went. He had to buy a bunch of stuff because he had nothing.
Well, yeah, she got out with some clothes. He
Right.
got out with nothing but.
So
Yep.
they had gone up to the men's section and bought some stuff, and then they went down, and Kim was buying some essentials that she needed, and kind of, the lady asked how they were doing, and Kim kind of told them, what was going on. And the lady gave them 50% off or something like that.
Yeah, so
and
they
then took Scott's ticket and gave him 50% off of that as well. So yeah.
So again, good people rise to the occasion. And so if anything, and if they should reach out and say that they need anything, we'll definitely let our community know. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think they're good. I think it's just, think about that. Think about losing your house and
Oh yeah, it would be
everything
terrible.
you had built for years, and so it's kind of a bad deal. I'm sure they're gonna come back from it, but it's just going to be a pain.
It is.
I mean, that's the biggest thing, isn't it? It's just
Change is
it's just a pain in the butt to have to do that and all this. And you know, you get your house like you like it or whatever, and boom, you know, you lost your favorite whatever, and it's all gone. So over somebody else's negligence. So
Exactly. Dude says, Tracy, that means April is going to barf.
oh, that'll be
It has
awesome.
It has been
That will
many,
be
many
a blooper.
It has been many, many years since I have actually thrown up. So I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, yeah, it is definitely heartbreaking. Absolutely. I do agree with that. But so, babe, do you have anything else that you wanted to cover tonight?
Tracy's heading to bed. They are more positive than I could ever be. They are really. They are very.
They are really great people.
Yeah, very, very surprising that, you know, after that they were so positive.
Absolutely.
No, I'm pretty good.
All right.
I think everybody's probably tired of us.
Well, let's wrap up.
Wrap.
We're going to wrap up episode 27.
Hank, here's to you, buddy.
Yes, thank you, Hank. It was great. I love the suggestion. If you guys have any other drinks that you think we should try, definitely reach out.
Straight whatever. You guys should start your own still.
But we do appreciate everybody. We appreciate the love and support. I thoroughly enjoyed meeting Lisa, Casanova Slots, James, and Warren this week on Friday night at Choctaw. It was absolutely amazing. I had a great time. It was kind of fun to get into the slot play. Go ahead.
Hank just said that this was the best show yet.
Well, of course it was, Hank. You supplied the alcohol.
So maybe we should just like get smashed before. No, I'm actually really not that hammered. I'm just feeling really good. April, let's see. April, you sound like you got a cough. Well, we just were in Choctaw, so.
Yeah, we were in Choctaw, and we've been live for an hour and a half with nothing but alcohol to drink instead of water.
I have a Coke.
Shame on you. Shame on you,
got
Michael.
a Coke. I brought you a Coke and opened it for you.
Tokyo Tea Challenge. Okay, maybe that's it.
I'm not sure what the challenge is. What's the challenge?
Which is the Tokyo tea to drink it? Apparently, it is very potent. You'll have
potent?
Potent.
Potent?
That's my Texas accent.
It's very potent. All right. Well, maybe.
Wait, hold on just a moment before we.
Well, I'm not ready to go anywhere. You said we were going to shut it down.
KDC Slots, how many handpaids did Lisa end up with? So I do believe it was 4.
3 or 4, yeah. Yeah.
It was 1 before we went live, 2 while we were live, and I'm not sure after that. But she had a fabulous time, and I'm so jealous.
Let me
ahead.
Let me break something down for you. That was the funniest thing I think I've ever seen. Is Lisa got there and came and saw us and graciously 3 graciously gave us $100 super chat right on the spot. And so we started our live. She was right behind us, and then she split and went over and played this machine, and we went right beside her, and we were playing a couple machines over.
Yeah.
And she looked around the corner and she said, "I just got a hand pay." Went over there, and it was like $3,700. I looked at her. I said, "Are you okay?" She said, "Yeah." We rolled on. We went over and played some Dragon Link or something, and then we came back by, and I looked, and Lisa had a second hand pay. I guess at that point it was the third hand pay.
It was the third
and
one,
she looked the most bored I've ever seen anybody in my life. She was just... She looked so put out because she had gotten another hand pay, and she was waiting on her money to show up. And I'm like, I want to be that bored.
It takes forever, right? So you take
Lisa was bored of getting all that
30
money.
minutes to bring you your money, and then you finally are like, okay, I'm back on board. I can play again. And then you have to wait another 20 or 30 minutes for them to come back a second time because she hit another another hand pay on the same machine.
She was going to sleep on all that money.
Exact way, right?
I guess. But I want to say that, for anybody who hasn't met Lisa,
Oh, she was
Good
so
people.
much fun. Yes.
she was
Absolutely.
she was good people. We looked around for her for a while after we got done going live. I don't know if she'd gone up to her room or she was probably
She
out
didn't
just
like
making
you.
more money.
She's like, I don't like Mike. I'm out.
I
Peace.
don't blame her. I don't like me either.
Mm.
Let's see. I meant giving is always lucky. Kissy Cat said.
Yes, I agree with you. The more you give, the more you receive.
Yeah, well, apparently that
Somewhat.
worked out great for her.
But, it's just always nice to I enjoyed meeting Lisa in person. She has been here from day one, watching us, supporting us, and it was awesome to get to meet her in person prior to the live, and then we got to interact with her a little bit in between, switching machines and whatnot. I enjoyed it. I think it was great. I had a lot of fun. I can't wait to meet more of you guys when we're out and about and doing things, right?
We're gonna go down to Houston, and we're gonna meet Scotty H-Town.
There you go. We
You know,
gotta
he
go
was
see our
actually
son soon.
here the other day. Well, not the other day, about 2
Oh,
months
Lisa
ago.
thought we ditched her. We did not ditch you. Not at all, Lisa.
Oh, she said we ditched her?
She thought we did. Yes.
Oh, no. We were
Come on
looking
down,
for you.
Scotty H. Town says. Come on down.
Actually, we're coming. I think we're coming down for Labor Day.
That would be this weekend.
Huh?
Yeah.
Labor Day's this weekend?
Yes. I do believe
Like
so.
this coming weekend?
I am looking at my calendar now. One moment, sir.
Oh, well,
It is.
maybe we're not going. I don't know. You said we were going for Labor
No,
Day.
Hank, let me just tell you right now, you are not banned from recommending any more drinks.
No, we had fun.
I actually enjoyed this drink a lot.
It just,
It was very delicious, and I don't know why you're laughing.
that was funny.
Because I said a lot? Or just what?
So,
Shout out to Mr. Fulton.
no. He actually posted something up.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead and read it.
I can put my glasses back on.
Hello, everyone. I got big news today. Go ahead.
I got big news today. Our Hamilton County Special Olympics, we are called the Rocking Rookies, and we won both games, first place, ribbon, and now we are headed to the state in 2 weeks. Congratulations. How awesome is that? Wow. Well, let's all be cheering you on for states. That is greatness. Shout out to Mr. Fulton, as Douche stated. That's incredible.
Tracy in Arizona says we need to come to Arizona.
All right. Well, we will come as soon as we can, as soon as the flights settle down, because the prices are absolutely ridiculous right now, right?
Yeah, well, it's 150. Yeah, see, and that's the reason I didn't really want to go down there. We went down there a couple months ago, and it was still kind of hot, but now it's
When we went to Galveston, or yeah, it was really hot.
even
but-
in Houston it was hot.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, let's wrap up this baby. What do you think? It's been an hour and 40 something minutes. That's
Wow,
way longer
longest
than
one yet.
Yeah, the longest we've ever gone.
And it's the best one yet. That's
Okay.
what they said.
Well,
You can drive. Just wait till October or November.
Yes. We're only 3.5 hours away, so it's not that bad. Oh, that's Tracy, not Scotty H.
I was
Town.
gonna
Never
say,
mind.
I was like-
Never mind.
I don't know what you're driving, but
Thank you, Gary Smith. He says it's been great.
we had
Guys,
fun. I hope you guys like the new studios. I hope the mics sounded good. We're gonna go find out because we always have to watch this back after we're done.
maybe tomorrow thing, because I got to get up at 4:30 in the morning, but we'll see. Playing horseshoes. I'm not going to repeat that, douche. Let's see. Yep, I'm not repeating that. I'm not getting a strike for cussing.
I've been doing it.
I know you have. I know you have.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap this up. And
It's been fun.
I'm gonna go make another drink.
Oh my
I'm gonna
goodness.
sleep good tonight.
You are. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for all of our wonderful mods that came in. Be sure you hit the thumbs up button before you leave. Guys, we had a great time going live for you on Friday night from Choctaw. That was phenomenal. Lisa, thank you so much for all your
meeting you.
support. you do have a surprise coming.
I wasn't going to tell her. I was
Oh,
just
you were
gonna
going to
let
tell
her
her?
show- I was just
Okay,
gonna let
sorry.
it show up.
All right. Well, sorry. I ruined
Surprise.
the surprise. There is a surprise coming your way, Lisa. Everybody, thank you so much. We had a wonderful time. Babe, thank you for joining me. It
You're
is
welcome.
so much fun having you here. You do distract me, but it's a great way.
I hope everybody else likes
and I
it.
enjoy it.
Well,
Absolutely.
that's the biggest part is if everybody else likes it.
I think they do. So everybody have a great week. We will see you back next Sunday. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for all your support, and we will see you then.
Bye,
Take
guys.
care.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been a Mike and April studio production.